All right. How's everybody doing? It is incredibly late. It is late o'clock. It is midnight here. I'm streaming from Texas in the Dallas Fort Worth area. So I wanted to kind of follow up to the ThreatLocker stuff. I know I started this over a week ago now. And I had some personal things happen. My grandma, we had a little scare with her. That's why I'm down here in Texas. So without further ado, let's see what's going on here. So I went ahead and logged into ThreatLocker. I went to the Labby organization, and this is what it looks like after a week of just letting it do its thing. You'll see that it has started creating all of these policies for us. I don't even know what some of these things are. Like I saw squirrel. What on earth was that? Vulcan RT, no idea. But the fact of the matter is, it went ahead and it started looking at all of the software on the computers, and it created policies for everything. All works. They don't even use that phone system anymore, but the owner still has it installed on his computer. I think the last time he ran it was like 5 months ago, and I don't even remember what he was doing. Maybe checking like voicemail archives or something. So just the fact that it's finding applications and then just creating all of these policies for us. So let's see what the applications look like. So we're going to see a list of applications here, and you're going to see auto in front of a lot of these. And the really cool thing is, let's see here. I don't see any that say anything along the lines of, I can't even think of the word. But there's like a word I thought I was supposed to look for that might suggest that the SOC, the Security Operations Center for ThreatLocker, which is located here in America, it's not outsourced, okay? United States of America. I just don't remember which state. Florida, maybe? I don't know. So there's a word that I thought I was supposed to look for, and that would imply that the application was essentially untested by the SOC. They were not able to download it and verify that it doesn't have any, weird stuff going on. Let me look at this client and see if I can find anything like that. I know they had a really old version of Photoshop on one of the computers here. I don't see anything implying that there's something untested, which leads me to believe, make sure I'm not missing it in my list here. Okay, so here's the Adobe one. And if I click on Edit, they must have been able to confirm, because like I said, it doesn't say like untested or anything like that next to the name of the application. Look at this. It's just filled with stuff. DLLs, EXEs, certificates, MSIs. So they've done a very thorough job of making sure that Adobe's going to continue to run. And for whatever reason, I'm just having one of those days, I think, where anytime I try and click on a cancel button, it just doesn't work. I don't know if that's my computer. You can blame the fact that it's a Mac, but I don't think that's it. Let's just be honest. Alright, I had to hit refresh to make that go away and come back. I want to see, so they've got the auto for Kaseya Live Connect. I just kind of want to see what that looks like. Oh, can you tell it's late? So wow, okay. So definitely a lot more than I had initially done when I just said, okay, I'll just allow this Kaseya. Remember, you probably remember vaguely from like one of the first two. I said, okay, I'll just allow this Kaseya certificate, and that should take care of it. No. If you don't let ThreatLocker do its thing and auto create all these applications and policies for you, you are going to not be happy. Someone's going to not be happy because one thing's going to have to happen. One, you're going to have to come in here. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. It's like once you start, you can't stop, you know. Let's see, application, policy name. Let's see. Am I doing it wrong? There we go. Desktop, suggested policy, default deny. So eventually you're going to edit this and change it from a permit to a deny. And the reason you're doing that is this has gone through, it's spent over a week whitelisting all of the applications, and once you've determined, yeah, you know, I think I'm going to do this, you go through and you choose deny. Now you can simply deny execution altogether, or you can just allow them to request permission. So by giving them the option to request permission, they can ask you to say, hey, can you let me run Spotify even though it's not currently on here? So you're going to go in, and after this has been running for a while, you're going to change this permit to a deny. And once you've done that, it's going to, after a few minutes, start denying applications that no longer, that do not have policies in here that permit them to run. So if you do that before it's ready, your end user computers are not going to work anymore. You watched it in one of my first couple of videos. It was a wreck, but it was also a good learning experience. You know, watch these and see all the things that I did wrong so you don't do them on your own end user computers, right? So yeah, and then once you change that to deny, it's running. So just kind of a mile high overview. ThreatLocker, I like it. I don't remember pricing right now. I want to say it's a couple bucks a device. Danny, the CEO, owner, creator of ThreatLocker, he is the dog food kind of guy. He's running ThreatLocker, and that's it. He's not running antivirus, anti-malware, firewalls, any of that stuff. He runs ThreatLocker, and that's it. Is it recommended that that's what you do? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say this is one piece of the security puzzle. But it's definitely a solid piece, you know. Pair this up with a Bitdefender or WebRoot or whatever tool that you're comfortable with. Those are just the two that I like, but it's not, you know, it is what it is, right? So you pair it up with one of those, and you'll have a nice multi-layer endpoint protection, and then you get your UTM, you get your spam filtering, and now all of a sudden your end users don't have any more problems. Finally, make sure even if you decide not to do ThreatLocker, let's be honest. You can't fix stupid, right? So what you can do though is you can train your end users, and you can at least train them to, if they can't figure it out, don't do it at all, right? So make sure you do some type of like know before one of those types of user training where it's going to help prevent the malicious attacks, whether it is emails coming in that look like something that it's not, like the Dropbox or the Office 365, or someone physically coming in with a great story to help you get past the front desk, but not actually have the appropriate credentials or security to do so. Get something like that to train your end users, because at the end of the day, a tool like this is going to work great for the software stuff, but you're still going to have people as your biggest problem. So ThreatLocker, is it good or not? I say yes. I say consider adding it to your stack. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to let me know. Shoot them in the comments here. I will be watching those. If you like these videos, subscribe to MSP Webinars on YouTube. Also, I've got a Patreon site, so if you go to patreon.com/Steve Taylor, you have the ability to contribute even as little as $1 every month. It really goes a long way to help me continue to do all these webinars and everything else that I'm going to start doing. I've got a lot of cool plans for 2018, and I'm excited, guys. So you all have a great day. Take care.